I looked into her mad eyes, and she began to speak to me underwater. Of course, I couldn't hear anything. I calmed myself, looked her straight in the eyes, and lowered my eyebrows like a strict Polish mother, trying to show her that I couldn't understand a single word beneath the water. With my right hand, I gestured to her. "Do you want to go to my raft?" She smiled slightly, and together we swam toward the rescue raft. After a few minutes, I climbed in first. She followed me. Only then did we begin to speak. I asked her what she was doing in the middle of nowhere. She told me the story of her ancestors. Her people once lived on an island that existed exactly where my boat had sunk. They were not Homo sapiens like me. They were Homo Marinians, as they called themselves. They were a human species marked by a climate catastrophe. In just a few days, their enormous island was swallowed by the sea. Earthquakes, tsunamis, and a volcano destroyed almost everything. Most of their kind died. All their lives, Homo Marinians had lived near the water. Their free-diving abilities were extraordinary. They could hold their breath for more than 15 minutes, like dolphins. They could swim for miles without growing tired. When the great disaster struck, a few of them were already in the water and somehow survived. Their first instinct was to dive back to their sinking island to search for their families. While searching, they discovered that some freshwater sources were trapped inside giant air bubbles within underwater caves, and so they began to live there. The island sank 50 to 60 meters below the surface, but they could still reach it with their diving abilities. The first years were brutal, but the underwater caves and air pockets somehow saved them and allowed their kind to live beneath the sea. Hundreds of years later, they faced another problem. Their main cave was enormous, nearly 100 to 200 dunams. It was only a fragment of the original island, but large enough for a small population to survive for centuries. Then came the final threat. The oxygen in their sealed world began to disappear. They had no way to create circulation. They had no technology, and they did not even know whether another human species still existed above the water.